I'm an idiot. I just read the synopsis of this one and I completely forgot. Oh yeah. Hello, welcome back. So today we're gonna pick my February TBR or to be read pile. So normally I used to choose my books completely at random. However, for the past few months I've been trying to be more organized and structured as to what I read. So I decided to kind of fix my TBR, at least part of it, for the month by playing a TBR game. So the rules of the game are really simple. I've basically taken out a deck of playing cards and I've removed all the cards below 9. So for all the cards above 9, I've assigned a reading prompt. So I'll put the reading prompts on both my sides so you can check them out. I've tried to kind of group all the prompts together as much as possible. However, some of them are really random, so it wasn't really possible to kind of group the prompts better than that. But anyway, it's not really that important. The important part is for me to pick out a prompt and then choose a book that's related to that prompt. Now, one more thing before we actually draw the cards is that in February I've decided to participate in FaRoFeb, which is Fantasy Romance February. Basically, this is a month-long readathon, which obviously, as the name suggests, aims at reading fantasy romance books. Now, I've been trying to get into the romance genre. I've tried reading historical romance. That didn't really go that well. I'm not really interested in contemporary romance, and since fantasy is my favorite genre, I've decided to give fantasy romance a go. It's not like I haven't read fantasy romance books before. I've read a lot of them, but I'm trying to kind of explore more of the genre basically, and read some of the really popular books which I haven't read. So FaRoFeb is not only a readathon, there are going to be live events throughout the month. I'll link as much information as I can down below in the description. And it seems like great fun. I'm really excited for this. I'll put the reading prompts for the readathon here. I think there are two separate sets of reading prompts. I'll attempt to do one of them. That's the one without the love triangle, because I really hate love triangles. So I'll attempt to do this one, and basically the prompts that I get from my own TBR for the month, from my own TBR game for the month, I'll try to match those prompts with books that are gonna fit not only the card prompts, my card prompts, but also the FaRoFeb prompts. Which sounds a bit difficult, but I'm sure that I'm gonna make it work somehow. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the rules are very simple. Just like last month, I'm gonna shuffle these cards and then I'm gonna place them down as if I'm gonna play solitaire. I'm not actually gonna play solitaire, I'm just gonna reveal the last row of cards. And then I'm going to choose a book which corresponds to the prompt of this card, because every single card has a reading prompt that's tied to it. Now, without further ado, let's just see which prompts we have. Okay, so the first card I got was 10 of Spades, which this was great coincidence, really. But the prompt for this one is fantasy romance, which obviously goes really well with my plan to read, to participate in FaRoFeb. So for this one, I'm gonna read A Heart of Blood and Ashes by Mila Vane. So I've heard that this book is very steamy and it's got great romance in it, and also it's high fantasy, so it's set in a completely different world than our own. So from what I know, this book is about the prince of this barbarian kingdom whose parents ages ago were betrayed by the rulers of another kingdom, and now he wants to take revenge on their daughter. Now he meets said daughter, whose name is, what was her name? does it say? Ivan. Okay, so yeah, Ivan. So he meets her and he really wants to punish her for what her parents did to his parents. However, she proposes a marriage because she has like some plans on her own. And he agrees to that marriage, but he really wants to exact revenge on her. So it's an arranged marriage, it's enemies to lovers, I assume, and it's fantasy romance. I think this is going to be great. So I'm super excited about this one. I know for a fact that the second book's already come out, and I believe the third book's either already come out or is going to come out soon. So that sounds great. If I like it, I can jump straight into the next ones. Okay, so the second card I got was Jack of Diamonds, and the prompt that corresponds to it is animal on the cover. I had a really hard time finding a book with an animal on its cover that was also a fantasy romance, so it would go with the prompts for FaRoFeb. But anyway, it seems like most fantasy romance books actually have just people on the cover and no animals on the cover. But that's a whole different point. So the one I chose was Oath Taker, and there are some like ravens on the cover, so it fits the prompt. And basically, this one is about Fae. Again, I think it's high fantasy because it takes place in a completely different world. So there's this kingdom, there's a prince, and our main character is his bodyguard. She was saved by the prince, so they've kind of started a friendship. She's eternally grateful to him for saving her. And one day he goes missing. So she has to work with this other guy who, I don't know, is he fair? Is he human? I have no idea. But this other guy, he's got a band of, I assume, mercenaries or something, and they have to go and rescue the prince. So they go to this other kingdom where an evil queen has captured the prince, and they work together. Meanwhile, she finds out that she has some powers, or her powers get awakened or something. So this is everything I got from the synopsis. I saw that it's got a lot of good reviews as well, so I'm super excited about this one. It seems like a very fun time and just a quick read. So let's hope it's good. Okay, so the third card I got is Jack of Hearts, and the prompt for this one is a book that's inspired by ancient Rome. So I'm super excited about this prompt because I am a huge sucker for ancient Rome. And the one I chose was Phoenix Unbound by Grace Draven. This is an author I've read a few books from. Everything that I've read from Grace Draven has been top-notch. I think she's an amazing writer, and just I'm super excited about this one. So basically, I believe that this is a Spartacus retelling of sorts, and so it follows a gladiator and a witch, I believe. Every year, a girl is chosen from this one village to be sent to the capital and be burnt for the entertainment of the masses. Basically like gladiators, only without the fight. So for the past 5 years, our main heroine has been sent to be burnt because she's got a secret, and it is that she kind of controls fire, and fire doesn't really harm her. So basically, like, she pretends to burn and then kind of saves herself somehow. It's not really explained in the synopsis. However, when she gets sent to the capital for that, she meets a gladiator who figures out what she does, and he threatens to expose her if she doesn't help him. And I don't really know what his kind of goal and motivation is. I just assume that it's for him to escape or organize a rebellion or something of that sort. Because I think that this is a Spartacus retelling. At least this is like, I've got this kind of notion from somewhere. But anyway, so it seems like really interesting premise. I absolutely love Grace Draven's writing, so I'm sure that this is gonna be a very, very entertaining read. And the most important thing, even more important than the fact that I think I'm gonna enjoy it, is that it's a fantasy romance and it fits the prompts for FaRoFeb perfectly. Okay, so the next card I got was Queen of Diamonds, and the prompt for this one was blue cover. Now, I knew that no matter what happens with the cards and the prompts or anything, I needed to fit Words of Radiance into my February TBR, and I really wanted to fit it into the TBR and not just read it separately because, again, it's 1300 pages. So, you know, and the thing is, like, this prompt, blue cover, yeah, did I say what the prompt was? It's blue cover or blue on the cover. So basically, this was the only prompt that I could fit this book in, and the front cover is not blue. However, the back cover is blue, and Kaladin's clothes are blue, and the title is blue, so I mean, it's my game, so I can choose the rules. And I say that if the back cover fits, it still fits the prompt. So yeah, I just needed the prompt to fit this in. I am crazily excited about this book. I adored The Way of Kings, and it took all my willpower to not jump straight into Words of Radiance after I finished The Way of Kings, so I think I did well. I think I did well. Anyway, I'm just gonna read this in February. And the final card was Nine of Hearts. And the prompt for it was nonfiction. And basically I included this prompt because I kind of need to branch out and not read only fantasy books or cozy mysteries or, you know, the genres that I normally read. So I'm really happy that I got this prompt, and I plan on reading Save the Cat Writes a Novel by Jessica Brody. It's basically a book on writing and like the structure of writing and how to structure your writing and the different points of the novel, what they are, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, I am really excited about reading this one, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so these were all the books that I will definitely try to read in February. I'm sure that I'll read other books as well. But since I'm a mood reader, I don't really want to force too many fixed books on my TBR, and I just want the structure, but I also want the freedom. So 5 books for a fixed TBR is great. I'm sure that I'm gonna read other books as well, and we're gonna see at the end of the month. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're participating in any readathons this month. Let me know if you're participating in FaRoFeb, and which books you're gonna read if you do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!